Welcome to the Lionsgate portal. Today is 8th August 2023, and today we have the best ability and the best power to connect with the 8-8 portal. Now, before I proceed, I want to tell you something which is very precious to me, and it is coming from my own experiences. First of all, the abundance code, which is the 98765431 abundance code, is an invention, a new invention from the existing knowledge which is present here in different dimensions. So, how many of you out here have the zeal, have felt some connection with the divine? It's my dream that I create a society which is abundant to everyone, a society, an age which I call as the golden age. So, what is so special about the golden age? Let me tell you that we all have immense potential within us and we can connect to the divine. But what happens is, in due course of time, we are conditioned in a way that we create junk materials inside our mind, and because of that we are unable to manifest the life which we want. So it is very important to all of you that today, on this special event of 88 portal, now I'll be telling you about the whole details, that what are these portals and how can we connect our inner energy with the universe. This is specifically for all those healers and seekers who want to bring change in the world, who has a strong mission to create that abundance within, and also to create that abundance in the whole world. Well, who am I to tell or discuss about all these portals and all these things? Well, I'll be very open to this, that 1 year back, there were certain mystical interventions that happened to me when I was not at all feeling happy, or I was going through the lowest phase of my life. Some or the other way, the nature gave me the power to move ahead in life. And only when I submitted to the world, only I submitted to when I submitted to the universe, the miracles started happening in my life. Portals, like today, Lionsgate portal, 88 portal. What is Lionsgate portal? Portals are energy dimensions which we all can connect to if we have the intention to manifest something bigger for our life. The main purpose of creating a new world is, we have a bigger challenge in life right now. And the biggest challenge is, throughout a certain point of time, we have been given a lot of information which is useless for us. As a child, we have always known some additional, we always had some additional knowledge within us. But due to the junk of the television, or due to all those information which we have received, today we are not able to connect to our own selves. Today we have to go to our self love journey. Today we have to create that abundance within, and we have to struggle throughout. Why? Because we have given a lot. This is specifically for those chosen people or chosen ones who are here to make a big difference in the vibration of this planet, to create that abundance not only in your life but in the whole cosmos. Because the cosmos has a lot of things to offer to all of us. Only when we have the right knowledge and techniques by which we can have a lot of wisdom for moving ahead in life with all these techniques. To be very frank, I'll be open to this because The 98765432 code, why does it did I named it as an abundance code? Because it is a process, it's a journey, it's a lifelong journey in which you will be able to create that impact, in which you will be able to be happy. Because in the end, our main mission in life is to achieve the purpose of our life and create that abundance. Abundance has many meaning. The society which we live in, they tend to tell us that abundance is more related to money. Yes, money is very important to all of us because it helps us to get all the necessities and beyond comfort what we need. Beyond our needs, we can it can also give us a lot of things. But if we feel fulfilled from within, if we feel that happiness, if we feel a lot of joy within us, peace of mind, that will help us to create more impact and more, we'll be filled up with a lot of positive energies within us. And when we connect to these positivity, we create that huge impact in the world. So let's proceed forward. But before that, let me tell you about this portal energy. Lionsgate portal. Lionsgate portal is basically an energy dimension or energy shift which happens every year. It creates a new kind of energy or the heightened energy where we have to connect. We need to connect our own energy, that is the soul energy that resides within us, and we can connect to that huge impact, the Lionsgate portal, which it brings. So to a large extent, I would prefer and I would say that we must know that what we want in our life. We must write down our goals, and then we must submit it to the universe. We must submit it to the world, and then only our manifestation will work. Today is the ideal time at 11:11 p.m. at night. That's the last time we can manifest to our peak potential. And when we do that, we can create that abundance. So let's proceed forward and let me tell you about the 98765432 abundance code. Let me share and show you the path. Well, what does 98765432 mean? The 98765432 depicts the 9 year cycle, the 8 laws of nature, the 7 dimensions of universe, 6 energy activation or 6 energy portals, you can say, 4 protection rituals, third eye activation, and co-creation with divine. Ultimately, when we go through the all the steps of this process, we can become completely connected to divine, where we completely submit to the divine about the outcomes. We don't plan, we don't do anything. The divine will take care of everything. That happens only when we are able to go through the whole process. Now, the basic thing is, in the 98765432 cycle, I must tell you that every 9 years there is a huge shift that happens within us. Some people, their life changes at the age of 27. Some people, it depends on zodiac signs, which zodiac sign you're born in or which zodiac sign you are. It depends on that. Some people have drastic shift at the age of 32, some people have at 34, and some people have 27. It is uh, you can say it is something which is already predetermined when we already decide that when we come to earth, we have already decided, our soul have already planned that at this age we will go through that change, that huge change that will change the course of our life. So abundance, what does abundance mean to you? Those of you who are watching live, please type in the comment box, what does abundance mean to you? Or, and those of you who will be watching this replay, please think for a moment, and pause the video, think for a moment, and write it down on the comment box that what does abundance mean to you. It can be anything. It can be peace of mind, it can be a healthy relationship, it can be money, it can be uh, a trip, it can be anything you want. So just write it down, or just imagine about it. So while I move proceed forward for this abundance code, let me tell you that we as humans, we have our extreme potentials when we create that, when we understand that who we are. Because what happens, the biggest problem of the society now is that just because a lot of things that has happened, we are being manipulated in such a way. We are being manipulated through the whole system, whether it is the education system or the banking system. The whole thing has created an impact in our mind that we must do something just for survival. We, most of the people are surviving, not thriving, and that is the reason that 5% of the whole world's population owns the 95% of the wealth of, who owns the wealth of 95% of the population. And while 95% of the population is holding or owning 5% of the wealth of the whole world. So let me tell you that as this is a spiritual process, as we proceed forward, I want to clear certain things to all of you, that this journey needs a lot of submission, and there is no question of logic out here. Because if you use a lot of logic or practicality, that yeah, why this is happening or that is happening, whatever you may think, but if you think like that, you will delay the process. You're going to delay the process. So that is the reason I want to share this with all of you, that what are the 9 year cycle. Let's come to the numbers first. Let me show you something. Uh, right Let me show you that here's a calculator, right? Now suppose if you write 9, for example, 9 is such a number that whatever number you add with that, it will come to that single number. Suppose if you add 9 plus 23. Now if we add 2 plus 3, we find it's 5, right? So let's see that if we add 23 with 9, what number comes to that single digit which is coming? It will come as 5. So as we have added 9 plus 23, see, we are getting something as 32. Okay, sorry, I forgot to share this. Let me share it once again. Yeah, sorry for that. Yeah, I hope that everyone can see this calculator, right? So the first and foremost thing is that suppose you, as we proceed forward in life, we find that in every step we reach to a certain level. So in this case, I'll tell you that add any number to 9 and you will get that single digit number. For example, if it is 11111, so if you add 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1, then you will get 5. So now you add 9 to it, plus 9. So just see how much it comes. It comes to 11120. Again it is coming to 5. Why? Because after 9, ultimately anything which you add with 9, it becomes 0. Why does this happen? This is something related to numerology, and I am pretty much sure that people who are more interested into this occult sciences or in this journey, they will be knowing much about these things and creating more abundance, knowing a lot of things. So let me go through the journey once again. Let me tell you what is the journey all about. Yeah, so let's see. So we'll plan the 9 year cycle, because half of the people do not know about how to plan with it. Plan the 9 year cycle in your life. Then we'll know about the 8 laws of universe, and we'll try to adopt and embrace that in our life. To create that 7 dimensions of universe, there are 7 dimensions of universe: third dimension, fourth dimension, sixth dimension, fifth dimension. There's a lot of dimensions in which our soul can travel, and we can travel through our dreams. We can travel through our uh, we our soul can travel through multiple portals. For example, mirrors. You will see that most vastu consultants or vastu people do say that there's a lot of energy that is existing in mirrors. Why is that so? These are certain energy portals by which people can reach. There are in the spirit world, it is called as something by which you can travel from one place to other. Our soul have this power to do that only when we recognize that yes, this is possible. Whether it is astral travel projection or whether it is kundalini chakra awakening, kundalini awakening, it creates that impact. So that is how we can get the seven dimensions of the universe, get to know about the seven dimensions of the universe, through which we can activate the energies within us. We have six energies. Now the only factor is we need to identify what energy works for which area. For example, now you are watching this, so it is more important for you to understand more about this, right? More about the means more about the clarity of, yeah. So more about the 98765432 code, because you were curious about it. In the end, suppose if I'm not if you get the whole point of the 98765432 code, you can create your own world, you can create your own dimensions, because you are connecting to the divine. And I'll tell you that how we can go forward with it. Once we understand the six energy activation, that is our insights, that is basically what we are seeing now, what we are hearing now. These five senses along with intuition is basically the six energies which we have within us. Then we have to go through five elements invocation: the air, water, fire, earth, and ether elements. These are the five elements which we need to invoke in order to create that dimension, in order to make things possible in our world, in make things possible or activate the abundance within us. We'll go through four protection rituals, because most of the time what happens when we understand a lot of spirituality, we have to go through the four we have to go through certain protection rituals so that we are safe. Because even through negative energies, it creates a lot of things which doesn't help us, which those negative energies that put us down in the journey. Okay, so we need to understand these four protection rituals, and by which we can create that. More we dive into deep dive into it, we'll know more about the protection rituals. Once we go through all this process, it is very easy to say that third eye activation can be done. Third eye activation can be possible only when we are clear about what we want in our life, when we are clear about the betterment of the whole world. There's an ancient shamanic practice which says that first we need to understand, or we need to make a plan for the whole world. Suppose if you are the universe, or if you are the god, you're god, suppose you're god, and then you have to create that impact to the whole world. You have to see all the people, all the creatures which you have made. You have your own universe, you have your own planet. Once you think about this, you have to create it. And just because of that, the third eye activation is very important in our life. Once our third eye is activated, our intuition heightens, and we come to know about what is going to happen in the future. Yes, we cannot change the future, but we are aware of what can come in the future. We cannot change it, but we can at least prepare for it. Because in life, we are here to learn lessons. More we are learning lessons, more we are creating that, more we are cleansing the soul journey, because the main purpose of our soul is to get the final liberation, which is moksha. Along with that, once we have gone through the whole process of 9876543, that is the third eye activation, now we are connected to the divine. The divine is connected within us, because now we know about the secret knowledge. We can get it through frequencies, we can get it through only at divine timing this happens. Because The divine tests us in many ways to see that whether we have the potential to work for him or not, whether we have that craze, that madness, that yes, even if when we fail for 100 times, we stand up and again we can create something better for ourselves. So our inner belief, our self belief is more important, and we should work for it. We should start working for it, and we should co-create a new world with our divine. Whether we are a teacher, or whether we are an entrepreneur, or whether we are doing anything in life, if we are impacting the world, we are already helping the universe to get equal, um, to provide equally along with the divine, to provide equally to the world. And that can happen only when we are ready for it, and when the divine decides to create that impact in our life. And then only once all these things happens, the best part is you don't have to do anything. You have to go through a lot of tests, you have to go through a lot of uh, grilling. In the end, you have to give the complete submission to god, and then you don't have to do anything. Whether whatever you want, you are going to get, because it is the tests which stops us, it is the conditioning which has stopped us over ages. We are here to we are here to create a new world, and for that we need to break through the generational trends that has come over many generations in our life. Our ancestors are supporting in this. This happens to most of the people because uh, most of those peoples who are intrigued or who want to know more about the metaphysical realms. And that can only happen when we are ready, when we feel that yes, it's time that we take something which is better for creating a new world. Well, the abundance code is basically collecting and organizing divine energy. So we can we can collect divine energy from the outside world. Outside world means there are many positive people in this world. When we collaborate with those people, we come to know that who is our soul family. And then finally, positive when positive people connects to more positive people, then it's not connecting with positive people. It's basically the energy. When a positive energy connects to a positive energy, it creates more impact. So collaboration is the key. We might have different missions, but we can work together as a group, as a community, and create a better community, a better world, by aligning with multiple communities. So that can happen only when we are connected to when we are getting and collecting divine energy from the outside world. Now, where does the nine planets play the role in our life? The nine planets of astrology, they create impact in our life when we try to communicate with them. Yes, many people would say it is just a subject. Astrology is a subject. You can't say what can happen. Some people are blind followers of astrology. People have an idea that astrology is a subject by which we can know our future, but they only apply for astrology when they are in distress. So it's not about that when something is not happening, we should go to an astrologer for consultation and work for it. It's basically about creating that knowing about the nine planets and connecting to them. Suppose if I say now today is Lionsgate portal, and we must connect to sun. What we need to do, when we know that at every month means in 12 months, sun travels through 12 zodiac signs. So whichever month you find that, yeah, you suppose if I am an when I am an Aquarius, suppose when sun is in Aquarius, I should know that is the highest time or the peak time I should work on myself. Similarly, this is the time when the Leo season is on, and during the Leo season sun is active, because it is Leo zodiac is basically the means Leo zodiac has the power of the sun, or you can say the blessings of the sun. It's his own house, it's his own way of understanding things, and it has created more impact. Means in every season it creates impact, but when sun is at its own home. Now these are all astrological terms. Maybe I'm not able to means articulated in a proper way, which means I'll be able to make you understand about it. Leo is basically a zodiac sign which is governed by sun. So that is the reason sun is depicted as our soul. Our soul is connected to sun, and that is the reason today whatever we manifest, it will come true only when our intentions are strong, only when we create that strength or that power right now. So let's talk about the five elements of nature. Now we can collect the and organize the divine energy from the five elements of nature. When we understand that all these things means all these elements of nature, or the air, water, fire, earth, and either element basically contributes, it exists within us, it exists outside us, and it contributes largely to the world. It contributes the whole organizing system of the world, and that is the reason we must try to invoke the powers of the five elements. We should know how to do that. And in this process, I'll teach you how to connect to these five elements and invoke their energies within us. Now let me tell you a little bit about the backstory, what happened, and how I'm able to tell you about the 98765432 code. This is very personal to me, and I'm sharing this to the world because I feel that the world should know that how beautiful the world is, and how beautifully the divine protects us in all the endeavors which we take in our life. First, I would say that I was never into the occult thing until 2019. 2019-20, I came and know and started knowing about the occult sciences, astrology, numerology, and all. I am basically a person who was always interested in growing or working for a company in a higher post. These are all the things which I used to think when at least 5 to 6 years back. My thought process was more of like I want to do something which is more of impacting people, but at the same time earning money, because I was also conditioned in that way. But as time went by in 2022, something strange happened. I was in utter depression in around March, April, and what happened was like during that time, it created yeah. So during that time, it created a lot of uh, problems within me. There were a lot of problems that happened within me. I had a lot of hesitation. Still now I am having it, because the energies around me, I can feel it, that the energies around me are not means there's some hesitation, there's some negative thing that's happening in my mind right now, and that's the reason I'm not able to deliver the way I have expected to deliver, at least in the morning today. So these things happens because sometimes our energy portals or our spirit guides want us to be numb or just focus on our own selves. So 88 portal, I would rather means it was my decision. So I chose this date because for releasing the 98765432 abundance code, and that's the reason I'm continuing with it and want to tell you about this. So as I was telling that my backstory goes back in 2022 when I was in depression. As I've said, why I was in depression, it's all because that there was some kind of divine intervention that happened during that time. I've gone through a breakup. My ideologies were more of, I was very stubborn with my own principles and all, and which I didn't wanted people to know about. And that's the reason means when I used to see other people creating problems in my life, as I have invited a lot of negative energies with during that time. So I was not able to control all the negativities which they were putting in my life. So whether it's my job, whether it's my relationships, everything was at a toll. My health was also at a toll. So I was going through some panic attacks daily. And at the same time, I remember that during that time, the back portion of my head used to create problem. I used to feel a lot of pressure at that place, the cerebellum area specifically, and a lot of problem also in my forehead, so you can say near the pineal gland. So I didn't know what was going on at that time. I was very much occupied with a lot of thought processes. And then a friend came, a friend who was helping me out, who was always motivating me during my bad time. And she was helping me, she was giving me that encouragement which I needed at that time. Now how did that happen? When I was going through that bad time, even people around me couldn't realize that yes, this is a serious thing. But I had to heal myself. I knew that I had to heal myself. So I was working alone, I was trying to work on myself, but I was not able to concentrate on anything I wanted. And that's the reason God sent that person in my life. And she was helping me to uh, to get back that hope which I needed at that time. One of the most difficult decisions in my life was to leave my job, because I was not at all happy with the job which I was doing. And the big reason was there was a lot of things which was creating pressure in my head. There were a lot of things, lot of conceptions which was breaking down everything. So let me tell you a sign of the divine timing. When something happens, some changes will happen in our life, there will be, you'll feel, just you can note this down, that if you feel like these things, then there is some big changes that is coming in your life. First of all, you won't have the urge to do anything in life. Second is that you will feel the warmth in your body. You'll feel an unnatural warmth in your body, which is unexplainable. Third, your thoughts will be very abstract. You won't be able to sleep at proper time, and you might be awake till 3 or 3:30, or might be 4. So these are certain symbols you must adhere to. You must know that, yeah, these are certain symbols which is a sign of an awakening in your life. You will be able to know that it is not the sequential thing that has been happening throughout in your life. It is something which is going to create, you will go reverse. If you think, suppose if you're crossing a signal, okay, and if you close your eyes, and if you think that yes, now the signal will turn green, it was red, it will turn green, it has turned green. So these things happens, as I have witnessed this, I've seen that in my life, that it has happened. Now it might be very curious, or it might be very silly for those people who use a lot of logic, but these are unexplainable signs. These are unexplainable things which cannot be expressed, or which cannot be uh, felt until and unless we go through that awakening. Now, as I was telling you about my story, so when I left my job, when I took that decision, I was totally means like I was totally at my rock bottom. Until and unless I got to know that, means I was scrolling one day, I got to know about a competition known as Super Speaker, Success Gyan Super Speaker. I didn't know much about it. It told me that, means it was written that post your first video telling what does success means to you. Now that was a challenge for me, that posting a first video on social media, and what would people think about me, how would things happen, how can I how can I proceed forward. Okay, so at that time I took that step. I shooted a video, and then I posted it on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Surprisingly, uh, I manifested at that time that, yeah, I want a platform in which I can means tell my story to everyone, where I can tell people that how means they can change or shift their life only when they choose to. So all these things happens only when we decide and we create that intention that yes, this is what we need in life, and we need to do it for the people, right? Now When this happened last year at this time, I returned home. I basically went to Nepal. I got a uh, I basically got an information from internet that from YouTube. I know I was watching a video which told me that I must go for meditation, or I must do something which is good for my manifestation powers and all. So I decided. I went to I decided to go to Darjeeling. As I am from Kolkata, I decided to go to Darjeeling. And all of a sudden, in the morning, I decided, in the evening, I went to Siliguri. And from there, I saw a bus from Nepal, bus to Nepal. I boarded it because I love traveling solo. So I go for solo trips. So at that time, I just boarded the bus to Nepal. And there's a friend of mine, Pankaj. He lives in Nepal. I called him up and I reached Nepal. Now I haven't, because I'm a devotee of Lord Shiva. I have always felt that happiness within me whenever I've gone to any temple, or whenever I have felt Shiva within me. So during that time, what happened was I went there. Next day, I went to Pashupatinath temple, and surprisingly there were lions. I haven't even seen lions or anything in the Pashupatinath temple before, because I haven't gone to that place. So it was a very surprising moment for me that means lions is something what I got attracted towards. And then I went to the temple. I gave my puja out there, and then after all these things, when I came back, uh, I still remember that I got two rudraksh from that place, and I will show you this. This is one rudraksh I got from that place, and I started wearing this rudraksh, and it has certain powers, I would say, because it is properly invoked by the people out there, means the people of the temple, or from with the blessings of Lord Shiva. It has a lot of power. So my story happened when I got selected. When I came back, I received a four mukhi rudraksh from Isha Foundation. So these things are something which I didn't even expect, and why these things were happening to me, I have no means I have no idea that why did these things happen during that time. So on 11th of August, I received a four mukhi rudraksh, and on 15th of August, I got selected in the super speaker competition. And after that, till now, I would say that the whole scenario was totally different. Now, 1 year back, I was someone who was very different, and who was very difficult to understand. Now I feel that I have got a lot of energy within me, and even in tough times, I try to create. Means maybe I go through phases, because see, in the path of spirituality, there are many things that happens. Sometimes we don't get the energy to work. Sometimes we, even when we get a lot of good mentors in our life to help us out, many times we do not take actions. Same has happened to me. I haven't taken action for a long while, and I never had any idea that how to proceed forward. But all these things are divinely guided. Even today, this video or this launch, this is also divinely guided, because I have submitted. I don't know that how many people will be connecting to it, but I know that only those chosen people which God has chosen to proceed with this journey would surely appreciate, and would try to grow, would try to know more about the mysteries of the universe. So let me share once again. Yeah, yeah. So let me tell you that till now, that was my story, and during that time, I I know that a lot of things happened, and today, 1 year from that time, I got a message on the same day that 1 year from now, your life won't be the same, and that has happened. My life is not the same. And I've got a lot of people in my life, lot of new positive energies in my life, who is helping me to create a community, and also these large, huge communities which are working positively for the betterment of the planet. So this is something very amazing which I found, and this is very interesting for me. And I feel that all of you who have created who have gone through this process would understand that at your lowest, when you feel most disgusting in your life, some or the other way, the nature works and pulls you up, and then life changes. It is only about the risk. Now, why? What is the purpose of the 987654321 code? How did I decoded it? Now, I used to go for morning walks daily. Now, I had the knowledge of astrology. I connected everything what has happened. I connected and tried to invoke certain things which was already residing within me, but I didn't know about it until and unless I got connected to nature. I came to know about trees, birds. Everything has its own way of supporting us. We humans have this magical power to create these dimensions and these energies. Suppose birds communicate. Birds are regulators because the universe communicates with us through birds, through clouds. I didn't know about that. So we did some interpretation. So let me tell you the purpose. The purpose is to help seekers find the purpose of life and empower their energetic spiritual journey. Why? Because I want a community where healers, seekers, and people who are interested in spirituality, they come together as a collective and inspire the world with their inner power of creating a new world. And they can showcast a lot of, they can show people that how things work out. They can show people that how to decode the mysteries of universe. I am here to help the seekers heal their generational trends, to create a vibrant community of healers, and to build an abundant society. And that can be done only when collectively we work together, we collaborate, and we create that impact. So those who are interested in this journey, write journey in the chat box. Those who want to know more in this journey, more about this journey, uh, I welcome all of you, and I would share with you that what is this journey all about. And if you're interested about the journey, I'll just let you know the dates by which I'll be releasing or launching the whole curriculum or the whole program in which I'll be telling you about the whole process. Today, I'm giving the preview of it. So, what do we have? What do we have in this journey? We have multiple things. We have a process in which we have to understand different kinds of meditation, and we have to do it daily, like the nine planets meditation, moon meditation, energy portal meditation, five elements invocation, symbol meditation, kundalini meditation, shamanic practices. All these meditations are important to raise the frequency of ourselves. If we can raise the frequency within us, then we can raise the frequency of the planet. If we are a positive source, we can create that in the world also. So this is the basic thing that we need to go and understand. We need to practice a certain we have to go through certain rituals and also meditate. Now meditation doesn't mean just like you close your eyes and you just means think about something, or means through you imagine something and you get it. No, that is one part. The best kind of meditation can happen when we can open our eyes and visualize things. That's the highest form of meditation that can be done, or we can achieve through practice. I'm also working on it so that at least at certain point of time I can master it. So I feel that all of you who are interested in this, the first thing we'll start with is meditations. We'll go through a series of meditations. This is the first part. Second is we have I'll be providing you with certain powerful switch words. These switch words really is going to impact your life regarding finance, health, relationship, and spiritual growth, because I've seen that how switchworks have worked for me. So I want to share this knowledge with all of you. I know that there are many people who are sharing switchwords, and I would rather prefer that all of you should learn how to use switchwords or write switchwords, because only when we feel it, suppose if I say a switchword right now, and that is give abundance now. Give abundance now. Now, give abundance is what we are asking from people. We are asking from universe. Give abundance now, right? So if we keep on saying this, like wolf magic begins now. Wolf magic begins now. If we keep on saying this for 21 days, at least 108 times daily, I am pretty much sure that one of your wishes is going to come true, because I've seen this happening before. So switch words is the second thing. Third is the 112 lessons of Lord Shiva, that is the Vigyan Bhairav Tantra. Lord Shiva has given 112 techniques by which we can master our own self, master our body and our mind. So this is another part of the whole process, which I'll be including in the whole journey or the curriculum in which you'll be learning about this. Cloud interpretation, dream interpretation, angel number interpretation, animal, birds, insects interpretation, energy identification, and 11 manifestation rituals. Now this is the whole contents in which I'll be giving you a proper blueprint in which you can create, you can work on yourself also, and you can learn all these things. But at the same time, if you go through some guided way or guided process, you'll be able to connect to these things much better. Now, let me tell you about the 9 year cycle. The 9 year cycle is basically all about, means, suppose when we calculate the 9 year cycle, uh, these 9 years are 9 areas of our life, or is guided by the 9 planets of our life. Now, how do we go with it? Suppose my date of birth is 11 February 1994. Okay. Now, through numerology, I'll teach you numerology also in this, and I'll tell you that how to decode, how to come to know about the personal year, personal month, and personal dates. Okay. So, in this process, what happens is, like, suppose if I add one now, suppose this year 2023, as I've told you, my date of birth is 11 February, that is 11 2 2023. Now, when I add the whole, it comes to 1 plus 1 11, 1 plus 1 2, 2 plus 2 4, 4 plus 2 6, 6 plus 2 8, 8 plus 3 11. So 11 is basically 1 plus 1 2. We have to get it to one single number. So this is my second year where uh, connecting is my main thing which I need to do in this year. I need to connect to people. I need to connect to a lot of things, and it has started with a bang. Like, I would say, in my life, it has started with a bang because I attended the Millionaire Mind Intensive in January. I attended the Train the Trainer program in March. Then I have a lot of mentors who have helped me to launch the Quantum Abundance Show, and I've met with a lot of gurus, a lot of mentors who is helping me. I'm connecting to a lot of people this year. Why is this thing happening? Because it is divinely guided. Last year was a new beginning for me. That's why I went through certain awakening, certain understanding, certain things which was bothering me, but in the end, means, it helped me to understand a better version of me. So, as I have explained, that these 9 years are basically based on beginning of a new project. Year one is basically beginning of a new project or a beginning in your life, new beginning in your life. Year two is dedicated to connecting with new things in your life and connecting to anything. It can be a relationship, it can be a new job, it can be a new business, it can be with people. It is basically about connections. Third year is about creating something which is more impactful, and which can be anything. It can be related to any project, it can be related to any new ideas. So conversion is basically creation. New creation can be done on year 3. Year 4 depicts structuring. You need to structure your plan. Year 5 is transforming. Now this is the time when you can transform your ideas and your creation into a better thing. And it's also a transformation, means it you a new transformation will go through you. You can create the transformation within you, and you can stop it if it is divinely guided. Year 6 is nurturing. Year 7 is re-evaluating. Year 8 is expanding. Sorry, here I've written expanding. So it's expanding, basically expanding what you have. So year 8 is expanding, so it is also the year of abundance, and year 9 is completion. So this is how we can plan our life, we can plan our 9 years if we know about it. So I'll tell you in details about the 9 year cycle when we launch the 9876321 abundance code, launch the whole program of it, and you can means you can know about that during the divine timing, as I have told you. Now, what is this all about? It's a 42 weeks journey. It's a program. The 987654321 code is a program. So this program is a 42 weeks journey where we have three phases, that is the pre-learning phase, the learning phase, and the post-learning phase. In the pre-learning phase, it is all about the knowledge which will be provided to you and you need to understand about it. The learning phase is about integrating the self-alignment, and the post-learning phase is all about the spiritual ascension, preparation. So this is a process in which you will be able to connect to yourself, and you can know many other things in within yourself which you didn't know till now. Well, this is a journey which is a lifetime process, because if I say that yeah, within 42 weeks you'll be awakened and you can means manifest whatever you want in your life, that's not true. The truth is yeah, wait, okay, uh, I don't know what's happening out here. Yeah, yeah, so right, sorry, there was a glitch. I am not a glitch, basically technical thing which I am not yet sorted out with. Well, as I've told you about the abundance code, I would be telling you that which date I'll be releasing or launching the program. I'll make another presentation for the same very soon on 22nd of August, which is a full moon day. On that day, I'll be releasing a presentation on which I'll be explaining the whole journey once again, and I'll tell you about the whole 987654321 code and the whole process in which it can be you can get interested and you can create your uh, own abundance journey. So the main launch date is 11th November 2023. The 1111 portal, which is also known as another, like 88 is the abundance portal, so 1111 is another powerful manifestation portal in which we can connect to the different realms which we can understand, which we can go through. So what you can do in these 3 months, like, is you can follow these two channels, that is triple 11 triple one shiv bhakti, that is for faith development, and meditative mind for meditation. This is because I feel that this whole journey is basically about not only the knowledge which is required, it is all about a lifelong process. It's all about understanding your own self. We can go through our quantum leap, we can go through we can travel to different realms through our dreams, but we need to understand that how we can interpret the beauty of life, how nature can help us in creating more things. Now there are angel numbers which says different, there are different meanings to different angel numbers, but it is very important that we know how to decode it. It is very important that we have that faith, and that's the reason we need to understand more about the whole means whole code, the whole process of the 987654321 code. I feel that today the whole session for this 98765432 code, it has been something which I have shared with all of you, but I do not means I feel that there is some kind of hesitation within me right now, and that's the reason I'll be again on 22nd of August. I'll be again coming up and sharing the 98765432 code in a much better way. I feel the energy which is around me, or maybe uh, the time right now is not that prevalent. But I just wanted to share, because as I've committed to share this on 8/8, I feel that I deeply follow this code of honor, that if I commit to something, I must do it. Because I'm not only means it's not that I initiate something and I don't finish it. I have to finish it. I have to do something better for all of you. So I'll be working for it, and I hope that the energy portals helps you out. So for the Lionsgate portal, I would share a link in the chat box, and I would refer that all of you should at least go through that meditation once. And through that meditation, you can activate the abundance within you. And I hope that, the best process is right now is that it is 9 p.m. right now. You till 11 at night, write down one of your deepest desires or deepest goals you want to manifest in your life. Write it down in details. Suppose if you want something in life, like a caption, write a letter, in a form of letter, write it down. So after writing it down, just fold it and keep it with yourself and manifest. Do that meditation after that, keeping a lot of intention of getting that. Have that intention that you are creating impact, and then you can move forward. So I'll be coming up with the preview once again on 22nd of August, to, 2023, means which is hardly 14 days from now, 2 weeks. So on that full moon date, I'll be uh, helping you out with a guided meditation, and also create means I'll tell you about the whole 98765432 code in a better way. I hope that all of you who have been watching this till the end have added some value in your life. And to all the chosen souls, it's my request to all of you to manifest your dream life, manifest whatever you want to create, and also impact people. So before I leave, I just want to say thank you to all of you. And I hope that all of you will be there on 22nd of August. And on that date, we'll discuss about this code in a much clear and a better way. I hope this adds value to your life. So thank you, and have a lot of good uh, have a lot of happiness in your life, and create that abundance within you. Say say to yourself that I am creating the life which I want. These three affirmations works the best. I am creating the life which I want. I choose myself to create abundance within me and in the world, and I receive all the divine blessings from the universe. Thank you.